Hello there.
Hey, what's up, sir? You beautiful manga loving faces. It's your boy Shonen Caesar here to bring you guys another video. And off the rip, let's just go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Yes, my finger's bandaged up. Yes, I'm okay. Last weekend I was bitten by a dog, but I'm okay. I didn't lose the finger. I can still bend it. It just looks a little mangled, and I gotta obviously keep it covered up. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into what today's video is all about. So I'm sure you guys have seen from multiple manga tubers today of them talking about Viz's new releases scheduled for spring 2024. And as I saw those releases coming out on Twitter, I decided that I also wanted to go ahead and make a video, but I was at work all day, so I couldn't make the video, and a lot of people beat me to the punch, but I'm not trying to be first. I just figured I'd go ahead and throw my ballot into the hat and give you guys something to watch while I'm working on other things. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and grab my handy-dandy iPad so we can go ahead and talk about what is being released from Viz Media for spring 2024. As you guys can see here on their Twitter, we got a bunch of stuff talking about, or first on the top here, we got some stuff talking about part 2 of the 1,000-Year Blood War of Bleach. Haven't caught up to the anime at all, but I have completed the manga, and this is actually one of my favorite parts of the manga. I absolutely love it. And I was super hyped to see the anime come out, but I don't watch much anime anymore. But let's go ahead and talk about what is first here. Posted 5 hours ago. And it seems it is a Viz digital exclusive for Shonen Jump. Kariri Hoshifiri. I'm going to butcher every single last name here, just so you guys know. But Kariri Hoshifiri is an Earth child, a special human imbued with the powers by the Earth itself. An unlikely romance with high schooler Risuke Sawada has planet-sized consequences. Earthchild releases fall 2023. So this is a digital exclusive. I do know about this very slightly. I did hear, or back when I first got subscribed to the Shonen Jump app, I remember chapters coming out for this, and I did read the first chapter and I did enjoy it. But since it is a digital exclusive, I'm probably not really gonna buy it. I could just read it on the Shonen Jump app free of charge. I'm not missing anything, you know? Now, next up, we got here another announcement. The Food Wars creative team cooks up a special One Piece one-shot. One Piece Shokugeki no Sanji serves up all 6 original chapters in one collection. Releases spring 2024. So this one I also know about. I heard about this as it was releasing and getting put on the Shonen Jump app. Another one that I haven't touched or haven't read, but this one doesn't say that it's a digital exclusive, so I might get into it. I am a bit of a One Piece fan. I can't say I'm a huge One Piece fan. I've only read the first box set, and I do like Sanji because Sanji does make an appearance in the first box set. He's one of the first crew members, so I am interested in reading this. I am also interested in getting the Food Wars manga, which I've had my eye on for quite a while, but I haven't really pull the trigger on picking it all up. So this I am very interested in. Oh, now this has really got me going. Based on the novel series One Piece Ace's story, this action-packed prequel features the adventures of Luffy's beloved brother Ace. One Piece Ace's story, the manga, with art by Dr. Stone's Boichi, releases spring 2024. This I am super interested in. If I remember correctly, I did read through this because... Actually, no, I didn't read through it. My friend read through it, and he showed me a lot of panels from it. Boichi's art is next level. It's out of this freaking world. His art is incredible, and my buddy binged through all of One Piece, and I think in like a month and a half or so, reading it on the Shonen Jump app. And he read this shortly after that and told me how good it was. And the Ace of Story novels I've been somewhat interested in. I'm not a huge novel person, but it is some more One Piece content for fans to enjoy. And I hear One Piece Ace's story is very good. But this, once again, I am very interested in. Not only because it's a One Piece spin-off or side story per se, but Ace is probably one of my favorite characters just based off of visuals. And Boichi's art, like I said, is outstanding. It's out of this freaking world, so I can't wait to pick that up in spring. Next up, we got the story of Kimi no Todoke. Wow. I'm really bad at reading this stuff. Continues in the sequel starring Sawako and her former rival Kurumi in college, Kimi Todoke, from Me to You Soulmate, with story and art by Karuho Shina, releases spring 2024. Like I said, I'm gonna have a hard time reading these these Japanese pronunciations, especially since now I'm on the spot. Just bear with me. But this, I don't think I'm very interested in this. I do know about Kimi Todoke. it's like a shoujo manga, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not super interested in this. I know a lot of people will be. I hear a lot about that series. I'm not gonna say it again. I hear a lot about that series, about how it's a very beloved shoujo series, but it's, once again, not one of those things that I'm interested in. But I know a lot of people will be extremely excited about that. Oh, this one has a bit of a longer description. Let's go and open it up. Young mech pilot Tetsuo survives the last great battle against an alien horde. He awakens from his escape pod on Earth 8 years later to a world in ruins and frozen beneath a blanket of ice. Snowball Earth story and art by Yuhiro Sujutsugu. I'm assuming that's what it is. I'm sorry for butchering the name. Releases spring 2024. Just based off of this key art, it looks incredible. I love this. And a mech pilot, that's dope. I mean, this art looks really freaking cool. I don't know anything about this. This is the first time I'm even seeing anything on it. But just based off of this cover art, it looks incredible. Definitely something that's up my alley, and I will be picking up once it comes out. Another one that looks pretty good. Never a dull day at the office when you're a magical girl. Magilumiere, Magical Girls Inc., with story by Seka Awada and art by Yu Aoki, releases spring 2024. This, another cover that just looks incredible. A magical girl manga. I don't really have any magical girl mangas in my collection. I don't have like Sailor Moon. I don't have, what's the other one called? I messed up and made the wrong person a magical girl by 7 Seas, and there's an other magical girl manga coming out. I think it's by Yen Press, about a salaryman who gets turned into a magical girl as well. That one I'm somewhat interested in, and this one, just based off of the art, I'm pretty interested in as well. Like, this art looks incredible. Very bright colors. This looks amazing. And it's a Jump Plus comic, so I'm interested. Count me in. That looks really freaking good. Okay. A chilling science fiction tale of humanity and AI from classic horror manga creator Kazuo Omez. My name is Shingo, the perfect addition. Releases spring 2024. So Kazuo Omez is a beloved mangaka for all his classic horror works. I'm not into horror manga. It is somewhere that I'm trying to branch off to, and Kazuo Omez is one of the first people that I wanted to get invested in. But the story that I'm really kind of waiting on to get into horror manga is when they reprint Cat-Eye Boy. That I hear a lot of really good things about, and I hear it's Kazuo Omez one of his best works, if not his best work. That's what I kind of want to be my introductory into horror manga. Other than that, I think there's like a handful of like Junji Ito stories that I want to get into, but I haven't really pulled the trigger on it. Like I said, horror manga isn't really my cup of tea per se, but I know a lot of people are going to be super excited. Super excited to see this. Now this one's another one with an incredible cover. A down-and-out samurai who can't even hold a sword enters a strange world of magic, searching for honor and redemption. Steel of the Celestial Shadows, with story and art by Daruma Matsura, releases spring 2024. This cover looks incredible. Now, I'm super into samurai stories. That's like my shtick. I love samurai manga, samurai anime, samurai movies, like samurai video games. I'm all about it. So this is a samurai trying to redeem himself and regain his honor. So I'm super into this. So I'll be picking that up for sure. Whether I know anything about it or not, going into it blind, I'll be more than happy to do so because this looks awesome. Alright, what is this? New manga from Viz Originals. Status Royale is the game to master to join the rank of elite players in the competitive world of esports. Oh, it's an esports manga. Okay. Follow Vale as her competitive spirit is unlocked. Status Royale with story and art by Rue MXU drops spring 2024. So I don't know anything about this. And Viz Originals, is that like? Wouldn't Radiant be considered a Viz original because it's not in Shonen Jump, it's not in Jump, it's not in Shonen Sunday, it's not in Jump Plus and stuff like that, or it's not published by them in the States. So would that be considered a Viz original? I don't know, but I do like this art, and it's an esports manga, which is very unique. So I might look into that. I might have to, because I like the art, and an esports manga that's very unique. I've never heard of that. So we'll take a look into that when it comes out. They just don't stop, do they? Goggles travels to the Splatlands, meets an inkling named Braid, and embarks on a fresh series of adventures set in the world of Splatoon. Splatoon 3 Splatlands with story and art by Sankichi Hirodia, I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced, releases spring 2024, cover not final. I'm not interested in Splatoon manga at all. I haven't even played Splatoon, so I can't say I care even a little bit. I know someone out there will like it. It's not for me. Okay, so this is interesting. This I'm happy about. Alright, dive into the world of Jujutsu sorcerers and wicked cursed spirits with Jujutsu Kaisen, the official character guide. This ultimate handbook features profiles of all the major characters, an exclusive interview between Giga Okatame and Bleach creator Taichi Kubo. That's cool! Okay, look, if you guys don't know, I am a huge Jujutsu Kaisen stan. I absolutely love that series. So I'm definitely going to pick up this character guide. Especially with an exclusive interview with Okatame Sensei and Kubo Sensei. Like, that... I don't know why Kubo Sensei's on this, but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. That's dope. I'm definitely picking that up, for sure. Moving on. This one I actually read earlier when I was at work. Wow, I was about to say Eisenhower. Where did that come from? Eisner Award winner Taiyo Matsumoto brings us a touching new story of the inescapable bonds between manga creators, their editors, art, and life itself, as told from the perspective of a disgraced manga creator, or manga editor. Tokyo These Days releases spring 2024. Taiyo Matsumoto is a beloved figure in the manga community. I haven't read any of his works, not yet. I will soon. But, like I said, he's a beloved figure in the manga community. Everyone loves his works, or a majority of the people in the community love his works. I know a lot of people kind of like, his artwork isn't their cup of tea, but I know a lot of his works are very, very highly regarded. So I know a lot of people are excited for this. Can't say that I am, I also can't say that I'm not, because I haven't read any of his stuff. This might be the first one, who knows? But I've had my eye on, I think it's number 5? Is that what it's called? Yeah, I think it's number 5. I've had my eye on that one for quite a while. So if anything, that might be the first one. If not, this one might be the first one. Because this does sound very interesting. Alright, so this one I've heard about. And very briefly at that. For the right price, these professional troubleshooters can solve any problem. Whether they're taking out scum of the earth or destroying human-eating monsters. Here we go. Goku Rock Kugai with story and art by Yuto Sano releases spring 2024. So the little bit I even know about this is, who was it? I'm gonna hate myself for not remembering. Utaku in Training. There we go. A couple weeks ago, almost a month ago maybe, I don't even remember. But he was doing a manga read-along with one of his other manga tuber friends. And they were going through chapter 1s of some of the new releases on the Shonen Jump app. And this is one of the ones that they wanted to get into, but the first chapter of this is like, it's long. I think it's like 100 pages or something like that. But we read through a bunch of other first chapters of other series. But this is one of the ones that they wanted to get to, but it was getting late in the night, and they decided against it because of how long it was. But I had my eye on it since, and I haven't gone back to read it. But now that I know that it's getting released physically, I might just hold off on that. And this looks incredible. I love this art. This cover art looks amazing. And I don't know much about it, but it's going to be one of those other manga that I'm completely okay with going into it blind. Because if it was popular enough to get published, it's probably going to pique my interest. That's usually how it goes for me. I'm a very simple man. So I'm very interested and excited to see that come out. Hey, who is this for? I don't know, but it's for somebody. Some Pokemon, a complete Pokemon Pocket Guide. Okay, I'm not gonna read through that. Some more Pokemon for you guys. This is I'll read through this one. Sapphire and Emerald need Ruby's help to stop a crisis of planetary proportions. A meteor hurtling toward their home. Pokemon Adventures Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, with story by Hidenori Kasaka, and art by Satoshi Yamato. I'm not completely into the Pokemon manga. I was somewhat interested in the Masters editions of like the original Pokemon Adventures, like the Masters editions that went through 1 through 10, but they haven't said that they're going to print more Pokemon in those Masters editions. But those editions got me interested in Pokemon. I just haven't picked them up. I haven't pulled the trigger on them because obviously Pokemon Adventures is still publishing. It's still going, but there's no sign of them printing more of those. I think they're called Masters editions. I could be wrong. But those special editions, they haven't said anything about printing more of those, so I was holding off on picking up any Pokemon manga. Plus, I mean, I haven't really been into Pokemon since like maybe, I want to say middle school, but I did play one Pokemon game during a hurricane in high school. But that was the last time I played any Pokemon. I haven't played any of the new Pokemon. I haven't been keeping up with Pokemon. So I don't know. I know the Pokemon manga is a little different, and like I said, I was somewhat interested in it. I just haven't picked it up. But I know there's someone out there that is super excited to know that the Pokemon series is continuing. Oh, speaking of Junji Ito, the collection of the prose with original illustrations from the Eisner Award-winning Junji Ito. Wow, I'm horrible pronouncing names right now. Features 9 tales of true unsolved mysteries and an original manga. Stitches by Hirokatsu Kahara releases spring 2024. Wait. I'm confused now. The collection of prose with original illustrations. So is it just the illustrations from Junji Ito? Or and the stories by someone else? I don't know. I know someone's excited about that because there's a certain name attached to it that a lot of people are super big fans of. But I don't know if it's by him or it's by the other person. I guess we'll find out in spring. Or I could probably search it up and find out now. I don't care enough to do so, though. Alright, so it turns out the prose is... The first 9 chapters is like literally a chapter book. And then the final chapter is an original manga by Junji Ito. That's what it means. Not as confusing as I thought it would be, but I definitely had to look up to find out. I just figured since I got the information that I would share it with you. Back to the video. Let's read this one here. Let the games begin. Since childhood, Yukiya Asagi and Miku Sakura have played the love game where they tried to frustrate each other with a simple I love you. But after falling in love for real and refusing to admit it, neither of them can afford to lose this battle. Want to End This Love Game by Yuki Demoto. Releases spring 2024. I don't know anything about this, but it's probably like... It's a Shonen Sunday comic. Maybe like a rom-com or a shoujo or... I don't know. This comment mid not watching it. Bro, it's not an anime. It's a manga. Yeah, I don't know anything about this. I I was telling you guys not too long ago, I'm on the fence with rom-coms. They're not exactly my cup of tea, and it does kind of bug me that it's not my cup of tea. I'm just trying to find the right one to get me back into it. But maybe that might be it. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'll look into it. I'll see if I can read it online before I take a deeper look into it. But that definitely seems like a rom-com. Next up, we have what happens if a mermaid princess doesn't have to give up her special abilities for love. Okay. And the name of the mermaid princess was story by Yoshino Fumikawa and art by Maya. I don't know. Toshiro, released in spring 2024. I don't think I gotta tell you how I feel about that. Hey, this one doesn't look too bad. Garo may be a master assassin, but he's not exactly killing it in the romance department. Relatable. Can marriage swindler Kinosaki help him find true love? Marriage Toxin with story by Chomyaki and art by Mitsuki Yoda. Releases spring 2024. I like this cover. I'm getting like Sakamoto Days kind of vibes from the cover. It's another kind of like assassin spy story, shonen jump kind of manga. I'm interested in those. Like Spy Family, I love. Sakamoto Days, I'm super into. And that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this cover. I'm probably gonna look into it, or I might just go into it blind. Who knows? But I do really, really like this cover. I think that is the final. Yep, that's the final announcement. That was the first one they started it off with. So, what are you guys interested in? Let me put this iPad down. Oh man, my arm. What are you guys interested in? I know there's a lot of titles here that I said I wasn't interested in, but I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that are extremely excited to see them. Just because I'm not interested in them doesn't mean that they're not interested in somebody else. Like I said, I could turn my brain off and enjoy almost anything, but it's all about giving myself the opportunity to do so. And some of those I may not give myself the opportunity, some of them I might. Now, there's a lot of stuff I'm definitely going to be picking up blind, and I can't wait for them to come out because they look super freaking good. But I think these announcements were, they weren't a hit, they weren't a miss, they were just right in the middle. Like, not everything was incredible, but not everything absolutely sucked. So, bless you, Bubby. But not everything was incredible, not everything absolutely sucked, so it wasn't too bad of an announcement. Bless you, baby! So, like I said, I'm pretty excited to see what comes from them and what is next from Viz Media. Sorry, I got a little doggy dude down here who's anxious. But we'll see what comes from them next. I am super excited to pick up some of those series and to let you guys know what they're all about. But let me know down in the comments below what you guys are excited to see and what you're excited to pick up in spring 2024. So without further ado, guys, that has been the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And I will see you guys in the next video. This is your boy Shonen Caesar. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.